welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. We're going to be making the clock that was sent to me from Craftosity. So I've already taken it out of the box just to save a little bit of time. I don't think it'll save much time, but you know. So I have all the bits. Now I was thinking that when I unboxed it, I was really excited and I loved it, and I think I could have done with like a little bag to pop these in instead of them loose. That's the only thing I would probably say that was a bit of a downside to how it's all packaged together. However, it is gorgeous. So yeah, and all the bits seem to be there, so that is good. Right, I'm looking for, here it is. So let me just move those cardboard bits. So we have all of our bits here in which to make the clock, and we have this, which is our booklet that tells us how to do it. So we need some short sharp scissors, so I have them, a pencil, I have one here. We also need a ruler, and I do need a battery, but I'm gonna actually have to go and buy a battery because I don't have any spare in the house, would you believe it? So yeah, I did have a look. Right, okay, we're going to see how we fare, because like I said, I do have dyslexia, as most of you know, so sometimes reading instructions can be really hard. I'm more of I look at pictures type thing, but we are going to go for it. So our first bit is prepare the veneer, and it says use a sharp pencil and your ruler, measure each sheet of veneer in 2 centimeter increments across the short edge, then draw long pencil lines to join them. Rotate the veneer and draw lines every 6 centimeters across the long edge. You will end up with a 4 centimeter strip at the end of each row. Okay, so right, I'm gonna have to read that again because that has right, let's try this again. Right, using a sharp pencil and your ruler, measure each sheet of veneer in 2 centimeter, so 2 centimeter segments. Right, okay, so let's do that at each end. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so do that on the other side as well. So let's do that. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So far it is easy enough, and then we're just going to join up our 2 lines. So I'm just going to join, and we're going to go all the way down. So we do that with all of them. So what I'm going to do is, so that you don't get bored, I'm going to do this one with you, and then I'm going to go off camera, and we'll do the I'll do the other 2, and then I'll come back when we do the next step, because I don't want you really to get bored. We should have one more, so there, and make sure the marks are lined up. So there and there, yep, like so. Right, okay, and then it says that we need to draw every oh dear me, oh my word, every 6 centimeters. Oh, that is terrible. So yeah, let's draw. Oh wow, yeah, I am sorry guys. Right, okay, so we need to do that all the way along, and it said that we should end up with a 4 centimeter. I can't believe I just did that, so I do apologise. I hope no kids are watching this. Okay, right, and then we're going to draw a line through that as well. So that is our prep work all done. So what I'll do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do exactly the same to the other 2 pieces. Yeah, and then we'll come back for the next section. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm back. Right, they're all marked up. So then it says you should now have, oh, I've just dropped one of the things. I'll have to pick that up in a second. You should now have 18 rectangles of 2 by 6 centimetres and 6 of 2 by 4 centimetres per sheet. Don't cut these yet. Cut 12 times 22 centimetres long pieces of tape for each sheet. Lay a piece of tape on either side of each long horizontal pen line, leaving a tiny gap wide enough to cut between. Add another long piece to each long outer edge. Right, okay, so I know what we need to do. Right, I just need to grab wherever that went. Oh, I can't find it. Right, yeah, it's under my desk somewhere, so I'll grab that in a moment. So let's use these. Oh, see, this is why I was thinking that they would have been better off in a bag. But yeah, I will find them. Okay, so we do have our double-sided tape. So what I'm going to do, so it's instead of cutting them down, like pre-cutting them down, I'm just going to go in and pop them on. So just like that. And then just cut it off the end. I have to admit that is super strong stuff. That is nice. I like that. Okay, and then our next piece. So what I'll do, because I think this is going to end up taking me a while, is I'll do this first bit with you. Trying to work out how to hold it so that I can thingy it as well. There we go. Right. So yeah, I'll do this first one with you, and then what we'll do is we will. I'll go off camera, and then I will do the rest of them. Excuse me. So. Yeah, I'm just following each of those lines. So you're not going to really be able to see the lines on this because it is a dark veneer, and the pen, I don't know if you can, I don't think you can. So yeah, there we go. I've got to really look to see where those lines are. So just going all the way along. Now, the one thing I will say is on this piece, I do actually have 2 damaged bits. So I'm hoping that's not going to make any sort of difference. Or, yeah. So we will see. I'm hoping that, you know, we can live without them, or we can use them on the outer edges. But so far, I mean, I'm liking the instructions. They are so far easy for me to follow, which I'm absolutely chuffed to bits about. So if any of you have seen any of my video ones, then you will know. My magazine ones where I'm reading the instructions, and you'll know how much, yeah, reading instructions can be annoying. But so far, so good. I'm liking them. Definitely getting a lot more double-sided tape than is needed, so that's nice. Okay, I'm just wondering, do we have to? No, so it is just all lengthways, and then one more bit just down here, and this bit at the end is, but that tape should sort that out. Okay, right. So that is our first panel done. So I'm going to go off camera, and I'm going to stick these 2, put the tape onto these 2 as well. And then once I've done that, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I've done that. So let's have a look. It says using small scissors and oh dear me. Using small scissors and short cutting motions, cut the strips in between the tape. Hold your veneer as flat as possible as you cut to prevent it from splitting. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm just go all the way down. This is actually really, really fun. I've never done anything like this. So I've never actually worked with veneer or anything like that. So yeah, I'm I'm enjoying the experience, I have to admit. So I'm just going down all of my lines and being very careful because we don't want to split it. So I have to admit, it does feel very, very delicate. But yeah, so far so good. So, and then once we've done this bit, it says now cut the lengths of veneer along the sharp vertical lines. Gently sand any rough edges a little. Place your cut strips into 6 piles based on colour and length. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is actually do each different colour veneer all in one go, so I'm not mixing everything up. I think that would make would help. So, but like I said, the instructions, I'm liking the instructions. They're very basic. Well, they're not very basic, but they're written very basically. So they are really easy for me to follow, which is definitely a good thing. So yeah, I'm liking that. Right, I'm just doing this last bit, and then what we're going to do is it's then time to cut along the short bits as well. Oh, and be careful because they do fly. So that's the 4 centimetre bit, and then we have our 6 centimetre bits as well. So yeah, and then we'll have all of our right, let's have a look. So I've forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm going to cut all of the veneers down, and then I'll do all of the sanding as well, because I don't think you'll want to see me do all of that. So yeah, I mean, so far so good. Everything seems to have been, like, it seems to be going to plan, so that's good. So just keep them cut. So yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, do not forget that in the description box below there is a coupon code. They very kindly gave me a code for 20% off a box, which I just think is absolutely fab. So do take advantage of that if you would like to get one of their monthly boxes. So they are £24.95 and free shipping in the UK. So yeah, so that is this one done. So then what I'm going to do, so just quickly while I'm on camera, let's pop them up there. What I'm going to do is grab the sandpaper. I'm going to cut a bit of the sandpaper off. Okay, like that. And then I'm just going to sand it down. So I'm just doing a nice sort of motion, like one way. Because if you go backwards and forwards on it, and now I only know this from silversmithing, but if you go backwards and forwards, you have less control. Whereas if you go one way, you've got more control and you don't take as much off. So yeah, going in one direction really does help. And then yeah, that's made a massive difference. I like it. So I'm going to do that off camera because as you can see there is a lot to do. I think that's just the glue. Yeah, that's just the glue. So as you can see there is a lot to do. So I'm going to sand all of them. I'm going to do these ones as well, do exactly the same. And then we'll come back for the next bit. So I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm back. Right, I've done all of that. So they've all been sanded and they're put into piles. So I'll just bring them down just so you can see. So there they are. Okay, so Next bit is to lay the pattern. So find the clock center using your ruler. So let's grab our clock and then let's grab our ruler. So I'm assuming we just go across like that. Where's my pencil? So draw a line. Draw a pencil line as if from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Place your clock. Thank you. Place your clock so this line runs top to bottom. Just got me a battery. So okay. So I am going to do it on this side just because it's easier. So if I do 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, just because it really is a lot easier for me to do it. Right, okay. So let's draw a line. Oh, like so. So that is that about the middle? Actually, I think we could probably go up just a little bit more. Yeah, okay, so that's about the middle. So now let's turn it to where it needs to be. Okay. Select a 6 centimeter veneer piece. So we'll start with this one. And place it without sticking so that the pencil line on the clock intersects at the middle of the short edge. Okay. And the bottom left corner sits on the bottom of the clock face. So just like that. And that's what the picture shows. So I'm glad the picture's there because that seemed a bit, yeah. But we have the picture, so the picture is telling us. So that's where we need it to be. Yeah, okay, so the next bit. Take a piece in a different wood and place so the short edges, so the short edge sits on top of the long edge of the first piece with the right hand side edges lining up, creating an off-center V shape. So that, right, so we're taking the next one. So that is going to be like that. Yeah. And then place a few more pieces along the center line in this way to get a feel for the V pattern, alternating woods until you're happy with the placement. Placement is central or straight. So, right. Okay, so yeah, that's actually not too bad. That's quite easy going. So I think I'm just going to stick though because of the fact that yeah, they are moving around. So that's what we're sort of building up on. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just double check first. Starting at the bottom, peel off the strips of both strips of tape and press firmly to secure each piece. Stick the veneer pieces very close together with no gaps. When you reach the hole in the center of the clock, place the pieces that will cover the hole without sticking them down. Holding the piece still, turn the clock over and outline the hole using a pencil on the back of the strip. Right, okay, so when we get to that bit, then we know what we're doing. Okay, so there's that piece. My first instinct is I want to grab my glue and start using my glue just for extra support, but we're not. We're just going to use what's in the kit because that's what's being given to us. And actually, as I'm doing this and I'm putting them down, they actually feel really solid. So yeah, I like this. Oh, right, get that one down. So it's making sure everything's sort of pushed up together. So I suppose this is where you find out if you've cut them straight or not. So I'm just going to keep going. But it is quite fun. I have enjoyed it actually. So I've spent all afternoon on it so far. So it took about an hour or so to do the sanding on them, but actually it was quite nice. So I sat and watched a live on Facebook while doing it, which was quite nice. So yeah, okay, so that goes over there. So this is where we need to do the circle. So grabbing my pen, oh, make sure that's in properly. Right, so that is where the hole is. Now I'm wondering, so it says, because it says, as carefully as possible, cut out the hole from the strip. Please don't worry if you're not very neat, as the clock movement will overlap the hole slightly. Make sure the hole is the center. Right, so I'm just going to use my hole punch just because I have it. Yeah, so I'm just going to sort of use this all the way around just to make that sort of as big as we can. There. Oh, well, that's completely off. Oh no, it's that way. I thought I'd done it wrong then. There. How cool is that? Okay, so let's take these off and then let's continue. This is really cool. Yeah, and then I'm assuming, so I should have checked first. So yeah, so that fits into the back just there. So yeah, I really like that. Okay, right, let's carry on. So from there we're going back to here. So I'm just making sure that we're using the right bits. So all the way up. So it really is very easy and very simple. We're just sort of following the pattern now. I really like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come down to this bit here and just pop this bit on. So I'm going to line that up just like that. Yep. And then we'll put this piece on as well. So I really am liking it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. But yeah, like I said, it is actually really good fun. So let's keep on going. So it's remembering sort of which bits go where. So that bit there, and then this bit. Actually, we might be able to use the 4-inch piece. Yeah, of course we can. It's pointless using the bigger pieces if we can get away with it. Okay, so that bit, and then this bit. So this should be, yep, so that should be this end piece. Like that. So we've done all the way around. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start filling in these bits as well. So now I need to work out which bits need to go where. So oh dear, where are we going to put things? I'm thinking that one there, just like so. And what we can do is, and then I'm thinking that one there. Right, I'm just going to place them on because I'm not 100% sure on placement yet. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting the right sort of end of the stick, if that makes any sense. Or okay, so that's what we're going to do there. Yeah, so that's what I need to do on that side, right? So on this side, I'm thinking, is it this one? Then that one, maybe. That seems a bit shorter for some reason. I can't have cut it correctly. And that one seems a bit longer. Okay, so I've obviously not cut some of them correctly. So but we do have room for error, which is really good. Right, there's a little bit of tape there which I thought I'd got rid of and I haven't, so I'm just going to use my knife because that is there we go. Right, okay, so that there, and then that there, like that, yep. And then this bit in there, yeah. This bit in here. Let's have a look. So just like that. So I'm just making sure, right, which one goes after that. So I think that one goes in there, but it comes down. Yeah, so that'll go there, and then we'll have the brown bit in there. Right, okay, so we're sort of getting the gist of it. So now that I know what I'm doing, let's start sticking these pieces down. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think, if it's something that you think you would try, or if even let me know if you decide that you're going to grab one. It'll be interesting, and if my video has been helpful to you. So yeah, I mean, they do have a video on there. We have a link to the video, so we can actually go on and have a look how it's done. But I think it's really nice that we do have the written instructions as well, and the written instructions are really good. So they're easy to follow. We do have the diagrams as well. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. I'm liking it. Oh, I love that. Right, okay, so now I need to do over this side. So by the looks of it, when we finished around the edge, what we'll be doing is we will be popping once a little bit. Yeah, I've cut a couple of these a bit too big, which was very silly of me. Oh, there we go, perfect. So yeah, so do be careful when cutting. However, considering I've done a few, like they're not cut perfectly, they are still going together very, very nicely. So it's not the end of, like, it's not all doom and gloom. It's not like if you don't do it. I mean, if you look there, you can sort of see that they're all sort of different sizes. But only slightly, and it's not making much of a difference to the piece, which is really, really good. So yeah, I like that. Right, okay, making sure everything's adhered down. So we're back to this one. That needs to move over. Now this is a test. Oh, see, now that is really, really strong stuff. I'm just turning it the other way, just cause. Right, now I need to find a thinnish one. Just go in there. I might have to trim it down actually. Yeah, ever so slightly. So this is just basically where I haven't, I've not actually cut them correctly. So it's, but like I say, it's easily sorted. I need some more scissors. So scissors, and I need to actually go over them with my rubbing alcohol. So I'm just trimming, and not by much, just up to those lines of tape, and it should, yeah, should be just enough, and it is. So let's take these off. The tape itself is really easy to come away, which I'm liking. So that's definitely a good thing. Right, where are we at? Okay, so here needs to be this piece, and then we need this little bit. Now we've got quite a few veneer pieces left, which I'm loving. So I might actually do something very similar, but do it on a tag or something. And then if I decide that I'm going to give this out as a present, or I can put the tag with it. I think that would be quite nice, won't it? So okay, I'm just doing this bit, so going all the way around. Now I need one of these because that needs to go in there. Or is that right? No, that needs to go somewhere there, and this bit needs to go in, so that bit needs to go in there. Definitely take your time over this because you don't want to, I should have just got away with using a little one. Right, okay, let's see. So I don't think I need any more full ones. We've got a few areas in which we need to fill in. However, as you can see, we can use these bits around. So I'm just going to do a rough cut first of all. Right, let's have a look, see where things can go. I'm thinking that one would go there. No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking there. That looks about right. And then, oh, that bit has broken. Oh, little lady's trying to get in. Can you hear her? Oh, bless her. But she's not. She can wait. Okay. Right. And then that bit can go on there. And I need the dark brown bit for there. So we've got a bit of dark brown up here. So let's use that. So I think I'm going to go and kick her out. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've just opened the door. Hopefully she won't be a big pain in the butt, but the chances are I think she will be. Right, okay, so we've got a couple of bits there that need covering. So let's work out what needs to be there. So we need, I need some of this one. Oh, right, let me just cut this small bit off there. So that goes in there like that. And then this bit needs to go there. Or no, yeah, I want to say there. So just in that tiny little corner, and then we've got a little bit there which is this piece. So let's pop that on, because like I say, it's only a small amount, and I think that's us covered. Right, okay, I'm just going to grab a couple of these because this bit can be used in another project. I'm definitely going to come back on and I'm going to create something else using these bits because we've got quite a bit left, so it seems daft not to. Right, now one thing I will say is, I mean, the double-sided tape is really, really strong, and it is very, very sticky, so be prepared for your scissors to be yeah, all gunked up. So I'm gonna have to but that's a good sign. That's a good thing that our tape is really strong, because then we know that this is going to stay together. So these, I mean, look how many we've got left. We've got absolutely loads left, and they're all pre-cut, which means we can go ahead and do something else with them. So I'm going to just do this carefully. So we don't want to rush it because we don't want it to break, and we've got some really small bits that are on. And what I might do is I might just get my glue on a few of those bits. So take all these off. Like I say, it's very, very sticky. So just take your time and go slow. So like this. I'm wondering if my craft knife might be better. So I'm just going around. Oh, there we go. Right, I could probably have used them bits, but yeah, like I said, it's super sticky. So I'm not complaining, because at first I was a bit sort of, I love the fact that we're getting the what do you call it, the roll of tape, and we've got absolutely loads in it. But then I was thinking, well, is it going to hold? And the answer is yes, it is, because it is absolutely super sticky. Right, this bit I am going to pop a little bit of glue on, just because there's not enough stick to that. So, and obviously we want this to adhere. Right, oh, there we go. I forgot to put my pin back in. Right, there we go. So there's that. Right, okay. So what we're going to do, I think, because I don't want to get too close, is let's sand the rest of this back. I think actually that might be what we are to do. So let's have a look. So we've done that, so we're just on the last page. Right, okay, so when all the pieces are attached and small gaps are filled, gently sand the outer edge of your clock to smooth any rough edges around the curve. Gently sand the clock face for a smooth finish too. Place the back circular washer onto the mechanism, which the white central section sticks out. Right, so yeah, we're going to use our the sandpaper to get a really good finish on this. Right, let's cut that down because it's just, and then let's pop that in there so that it can dry, and we'll come to that bit last. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I've got my sandpaper here. So you can sort of see that we've got quite a bit around the edge. But if we, like we did when we were doing the veneers, if we just do it really slowly, we will be able to sand this down. So you can see it's starting to stand down there. It's going to take a while to do, but do you know, I like stuff like this. It reminds me of when I was silversmithing, which I really miss. So just, yeah. So just doing, I'm not going backwards and forwards, because if you go backwards and forwards, then yeah, it's just going, you're going to take too much off, and trust me, that's not good. You don't want to do that. So as you can see, I'm just, and we're going to do this all the way around. Now you can either do it like that, and as you can see, it's going down quite nicely, which is what I'm liking. I've just got that. There we go. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and you can see it's getting to be a really nice smooth edge. Now you can either do it that way, or the other way is you can just do it holding onto it, so that you've got some control over it as well. So it's entirely up to you which way you do it, but definitely a way that I prefer to do this way than cut it and do it wrong. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'm going to go off camera, because I think this is going to take me a while. I've got to say, do you know what, for £25 this has definitely kept me entertained all day today. I've loved it. So yeah, and especially since we are now going into lockdown, I think this kit's definitely a really good idea. Okay, so just there you can sort of see, I mean, how gorgeous is that looking? Oh, that's just not going to stay, so let's start sanding the other way around. But yeah, I'm really liking how that is looking. So that's what I'm going to do all the way around. And yeah, we're just going to keep on going, and when I've got it all nice and smoothed around the edges, we'll come back and we'll put the clock face on. But how nice is that? Well, that would make such a lovely gift to someone. I really like it. I really like it. Okay, right, I'll stop boring now. I'll be back in, well, it'll be a second for you guys, but I'll be back in a moment once I've sanded all this back. Okay, so I'm on the very last bit of sanding. So I'm just going over the top with the sandpaper, just to smooth out. So when you first put it on, you can feel sort of like there's a little bump there, just where the joints are. So we're just smoothing it out, so it's nice and flat. So I have to say, I have really enjoyed this. There's been a few bits that have sort of annoyed me, which I will go over with you guys in a moment. But it wasn't something that I couldn't sort of solve myself anyway. And it was sort of, as I was sanding it, the little tiny bits, they kept falling off, which really got on my nerves. So I did end up just giving in and putting my glue on. So I would definitely say have some glue to hand just for these really small pieces. But other than that, I'm really liking that. How nice is that? Right, I'm just going to grab my cloth, just because I just want to wipe off all that sawdust. Okay, so that is our clock all done. Let me pop that on there. I do need to unblock it. Right, okay, let's see. So now it's to do the mechanism, if that's so. We're just going to pop that in there. So that bit I know, so that sits on there like that. We then pop on this metal gold washer, so that covers where the hole is and where the untidy bit is. So do make sure that you keep it very small where you do that. Now we've got 3 hands, so the first hand we want to put on is this one, I think. So the gold washer we put on, and then we put on the nut. So that needs putting on. Tighten the nut with your fingers, so that keeps everything in place. So there we go. Check you're happy with the direction. Check you're happy with the direction. The mechanism will hang. So yeah. And adjust if needed. Well, I'm quite happy for it to hang like that. So, right, starting with the smallest, which is this one. Gently push onto the central clock mechanism. Check it isn't sitting too close to the veneer, so it won't catch to the wood. Okay, so no, it's not. It is fine. So let's pop that up at 12 o'clock, shall we? So we'll put all of our hands on at 12. Attach them minute hand in the same way, so this one, and again I'm just going to pop it up to 12 o'clock like that. Yeah, make sure that they are together nicely, and they are. And then let's have a look. Attach the minute hand the same way, and finally the longest the second hand. Check all hands can move freely. Pop in a battery and your clock is ready. So there we go. So that is, but yeah, they can all move past each other quite happily. So let us see with this in, and there we go. How cool is that? Wow, that is so cool. We've just built a clock. So, 1 to 2 hours. So I've actually spent a little bit longer on this than I would normally. So I would say I've actually spent maybe about 3.5 hours. Might actually just be a little bit less, but how cool is that? What an achievement. Oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? So apart from the edge bits that I definitely do recommend that you use a glue. Ideally you want to use a wood glue, but all I've got is my acrylic glue, and it has worked. It's been fine. But apart from that, I found everything to work really nicely. But yeah, I just think that looks absolutely gorgeous. And we have absolutely loads of stuff left. So I've still got quite a lot of sandpaper left. We've got loads of the double-sided tape left, and we've got loads of veneer pieces as well. So I'll probably come on and we'll do another video together using them, because I think I'd like to do the same as the herringbone. I'd like to do the same, but do it on a tag, because I think that'll look really cool. But yeah, how cool is that? Let me know in the comment section below what you think of my clock. I really do feel like I have achieved something today. It's just absolutely gorgeous. How cool is that? I'm so happy. And then obviously we've got like our little thing at the back where we can hang it up on the wall. But there it is. I don't even know what time it is. Should we put the time right? It is... Move out the way a second. So that's 2, 3. It's 3:30. So, oh. Okay. You move out the way. Okay, is that about just past? Right, there we go. So it's just gone 3:30. So there you have it, guys. That is my clock for today. So it has been very kindly sponsored, this video, by Craftosity. Yeah, I've loved it. It's definitely for me, if I'd seen this, it's not something I would have gone for, to be honest. If I'd seen it, I wouldn't have done it. After doing it, I would say I've definitely really enjoyed doing it, and it has been a lovely afternoon creating, and I would definitely do it again, because how cool is that? That is just, yeah. So thank you guys. I hope you've liked it. I like my clock. I love my clock. But I'm going to leave it there. All your links will be in the description box below. Do check them out. So it will take you to their website. Also, don't forget, they have very generously given me a coupon code of 20% off. So I think that's something like £4.50-ish, £5, something like that. So definitely take advantage. And it is free postage in the UK. I think I'm definitely going to have a look at a few more of their kits. But yeah, how cool is that? That's so cool. Right, I'm going. I'm so chuffed. I'm going to go and show my husband, because, yeah, look, I made this. So easy as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please do take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye.